I'll be going for Bud. You know, if he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off.
Do you feel that Canelo's gonna win?
No.
Really?
No.
So you would put your money on Crawford?
Yes.
You'd make money.
I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy.
Right now, I think Crawford is a little better than Mayweather, but Canelo have more experience right now.
Errol Spence Jr. has shared his thoughts on the much-anticipated super fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence "Bud" Crawford, a dream clash that has ignited the imagination of boxing fans across the globe. Known for his blunt assessments and high-level boxing intelligence, Spence didn't hold back as he offered his insights into what could transpire if these two pound-for-pound kings step into the ring together. Spence highlighted the glaring contrast in their physical attributes, Canelo's superior size and punching power against Crawford's elite timing, adaptability, and in-ring versatility. His breakdown of the fight styles, tactical strengths, and the potential outcome offered fans a rare perspective from a fighter who has experienced Crawford's capabilities firsthand, helping paint a clearer picture of how boxing's best might match up in a battle for greatness.
What do you think of that fight?
I think it's a great fight, especially at 160. I'm a guy that, you know, sucks down at 147. I mean, I really think that a lot of people see probably 80, 70% of who I really am in 147 pounds. And I'm a guy, especially when I got the WC belt, it helped me go up in weight. You know, I had an IVF and 10-pound weight limit after the weigh-ins and things like that, so it helped me out a lot too. But I'm a guy that outgrown the weight. You know, I'm just holding around because I want to be undisputed champion at 147. But if this is a great fight at 160, you know, I can definitely move up to 160 and fight there easy.
Errol Spence Jr. has publicly and passionately declared his support for Terence Crawford in this blockbuster showdown with Canelo Alvarez. Across multiple interviews, Spence emphasized that if there's any fighter who can jump in weight and realistically defeat Canelo, it's Crawford. He expressed admiration for Crawford's pursuit of greatness, saying, "He's chasing legacy, so why not?" While Spence admitted he couldn't outright predict the outcome, "I don't know if he's going to win or lose," he made it clear where his loyalty lies. "I'll definitely be rooting for Crawford."
I mean, it could happen. I mean, why not? If Crawford want to challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great, you know. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. So, you know, I'll be going for Bud. You know, if he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off. He's chasing greatness, so why not? Canelo came up to 175 and all that, and fought Kovalev and fought the other guy too. So I mean, if he can do it, and he started at 147. So I mean, if he's doing it, why can't?
Spence's support for Crawford is rooted not just in professional respect, but in direct, painful experience. On July 29, 2023, Crawford dismantled Spence in a dominant performance, stopping him in the 9th round via TKO and becoming the undisputed welterweight champion by unifying all 4 belts, an achievement not seen in the modern 4-belt era. Crawford landed a staggering 185 of 369 punches, 50%, including 98 powerful shots, 60%, while Spence managed only 96 of 480 thrown punches, 20%. Many analysts on Reddit dissected Spence's performance, criticizing his flawed mechanics, his head frequently over his lead foot, while Crawford showcased flawless training, footwork, switch hitting, and surgical precision. That fight not only exposed Spence's vulnerabilities but also elevated Crawford to pound-for-pound supremacy.
Yeah. However they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
There's a lot of experts that think Canelo's not the same fighter. His punch output's a lot less. What do you think, considering the last 12 months or so? Is he the same fighter he was maybe a few years ago?
I think he is. I just think he just wasn't up for the skull fight. I think different fighters bring different energies out of other fighters.
A lot of people are judging you on the Madrimov fight, saying you struggled moving up in weight, you're going further up in weight, and they're saying that's going to go against you based on the Madrimov fight. How do you kind of...
Terence Crawford has issued a bold warning to Canelo Alvarez, making it clear there will be no excuses after their clash. He confirmed that there's no catch weight or special conditions, he wants Canelo at full strength to validate the win. "I want him at his best," Crawford stated, "no excuses." This defiant stance intensified after a heated press event where Canelo aggressively shoved Crawford. Crawford quickly fired back via social media, writing, "I got you. You're going to remember." It's evident Crawford isn't just planning to win, he's preparing to punish.
Kind of made a great point when talking about sizes, because he said if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. He said people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package, it's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. And it was good, it was a very good point. It was like, Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the best part of a decade.
Basically.
He's so used to taking those shots, whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically, trying to say, Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
If you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, Dimitri Bivol, and you're staying on your feet, not getting hurt,
not even getting wobbled.
Not even getting wobbled, just literally shaking it off.
Yeah.
You can take Terence Crawford shots.
100%.
Oscar de la Hoya remains deeply conflicted about the potential Canelo versus Crawford matchup. While he acknowledges that Canelo's natural size, punch resistance, and longtime presence at 168 pounds make him a formidable challenge, he also admires Crawford's boxing brilliance. De la Hoya compared Crawford to Bruce Lee for his technical fluidity, intelligence, and discipline. Still, he reminded fans of an old boxing truth: a good big man usually beats a good little man. Canelo has survived bombs from Sergey Kovalev, Gennady Golovkin, and Dimitri Bivol, fighters with devastating power, without wilting. Meanwhile, Crawford has never been tested against a true super middleweight, and critics question whether his speed and power can hold up at 168, especially since both seem diminished at 154.
About Crawford, do you think can bridge the weight gap, or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
I mean, that's true, but you know what? There's always a way. Put it that, there's always a way. There's always a way.
Jaron Ennis, the rising welterweight sensation, has issued his own word of caution for Crawford. He emphasized that jumping 2 full weight classes without even a tune-up bout at 160 pounds is a massive gamble. Ennis acknowledged Crawford's high-level skill but warned that Canelo's knockout power has flattened fighters far heavier than 168. Unless Crawford adapts his strategy and physically prepares for that level of power, Ennis believes Canelo holds a significant advantage in the ring.
I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo, because like I said before, he been pitting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe, and he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. It's gonna be a great fight. The fans want to see it. So, so be it. I think Crawford should take a warm-up fight. At like 60, or like at least at 60, just to get his body, the feeling of somebody a little bit bigger, and things like that. I know when you go up in weight, you gotta, develop that power and not develop the power, but like put that muscle on and be heavy and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now. But I think he should, just to stay sharp and that way he don't have a...
Amir Khan, who has shared the ring with both Crawford and Canelo, sides with Crawford in this potential super fight. Khan praised Crawford's elite boxing IQ, nimble footwork, defensive movement, and surgical precision. He recalled how difficult it was to land clean shots on Crawford, whereas he found openings far more easily against Canelo. Khan admits that Canelo holds superior one-punch knockout power, but still believes Crawford's ring intelligence, slick tactics, and adaptability give him a real chance, provided he respects the increased danger that comes with fighting a bigger man.
Like, what are the differences between them? Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. They both hit hard. because and you can see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
I think that Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo, and he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything, so that would be a very...
Legendary boxing commentator Jim Lampley has called the Canelo vs. Crawford matchup one of the most thrilling spectacles the sport can offer. He hailed Crawford as perhaps the most complete fighter of the current era, comparing his counterpunching brilliance and adaptability to the legendary Sugar Ray Robinson. Lampley believes Crawford has the skill to frustrate Canelo over 12 rounds. Still, he slightly leans toward Canelo due to the Mexican champion's granite chin, proven durability, and punishing bodywork at super middleweight. According to Lampley, Crawford must fight a near-perfect bout any misstep, and Canelo's power could shift the entire narrative instantly.
Crawford is going to fight Canelo because even if I have some doubts and misgivings about the size matchup, it is two action fighters who like to fight aggressively at times, not all the times, going against each other, and we'll see who can open the other person's tuna can, so to speak.
Teddy Atlas, the legendary trainer and analyst, stands firmly behind Crawford. "I'm not picking against Crawford," Atlas declared, calling Bud a truly special fighter. He highlighted Crawford's supreme timing, fight IQ, and ability to read opponents as the X factor that could neutralize Canelo's strength and experience. Atlas also pointed out that while Canelo remains dangerous, his hand speed and footwork have slowed over the years. Given Crawford's past tests at 154 and his ability to adapt under pressure, Atlas believes Bud has both the skill and the mental fortitude to pull off the upset.
Maybe he's a little overrated. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. And I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire, it's in his mind, it's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class, can he carry it? But those intangibles, I believe.
Coach Joel Diaz, who worked with Israel Madrimov, sees things differently. He believes Crawford stands little chance against Canelo. Diaz explained that Crawford's shifting stances make him difficult to hit in the head, but his body is a vulnerable target. In training, Madrimov successfully went after Crawford's midsection, causing visible swelling and limiting his effectiveness. Diaz believes that with Canelo's elite-level body attacks, strength, and power at 168, Crawford won't be able to withstand the onslaught. In his view, the physical gap is simply too great for Crawford to overcome.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
The stakes surrounding this potential matchup are massive, with the undisputed super middleweight crown on the line. But the boxing world is sharply divided. Some analysts highlight Canelo's proven pedigree and comfort at 168 pounds. Others argue that Crawford's unparalleled adaptability, IQ, and footwork could turn the tide. However, concerns linger. At nearly 38, with periods of inactivity and no prior fights at 160 or 168, some question whether Crawford is biting off more than he can chew even if they admire his courage.
He fell for every feint and then he got... I thought he lost. I thought Madrimov won.
I think Crawford hurt his feelings, but he didn't hurt those guys. And how many times did he rock him? None. And so you're going to tell me that he's going to go up to the light, so now the light heavyweight.
Ask them, don't ask me.
He don't like Crawford. I think I like Crawford, and in a lot of fights I like Crawford. But on this one, it's just a bigger version of him. And I don't think that, and again, he's beaten. You're talking about a guy who pro debuted at 126 maybe, he was a featherweight, and then you're talking about a guy who pro debuted at a junior welterweight. So they've always been a big difference in divisions. Featherweight, junior, light, so 4 divisions.
But also look at their resumes. Who did Crawford beat? What's his biggest win besides Spence?
Sean Porter, Errol Spence. Why do you think they say Spence like
because
that?
Spence was after 2 accidents. He wasn't the same. No, after Mikey, Spence wasn't the same.
Who did Crawford beat besides Spence?
Promoter Samson Lucas has raised eyebrows with his take, suggesting that the proposed bout seems more driven by business than athletic merit. He questioned whether the fight is being made purely for spectacle and profitability, rather than genuine sporting challenge. While safety concerns loom for some, the public imagination has run wild with fan simulations. In one such vision, Canelo dominates round 1 with heavy body shots, but Crawford bounces back in round 2, unleashing a counterattack that drops and cuts Canelo, reminding fans that anything is possible.
Other predictions where I say Crawford can possibly win if he capitalizes on what he's good at, being aggressive, being just going for it, going with the flow and just feeling it. If he doesn't feel himself, it's not gonna happen. But if he feels himself, and if Canelo maybe doesn't, who knows? That's the reason why I think probably Canelo is gonna win, because it's a factor. It really depends on these little things, but it doesn't matter because they're called excuses. Those things which are mentioned after a certain fight are just excuses. So whatever happens, happens. If Canelo loses, he loses.
The super fight between Canelo and Crawford has electrified the boxing community, sparking non-stop debate and anticipation. Crawford's timing, footwork, and ring IQ could theoretically disrupt Canelo's rhythm and wear him down over 12 rounds. But critics argue that the physical demands, particularly Canelo's strength and size, may simply be too much. Whether it ends as a career-defining win for Crawford or another jewel in Canelo's Hall of Fame legacy, the fight promises a masterclass in courage, skill, and heart.
With like all due respect to Shane Mosley,
Sure.
he just said that Terence Crawford was going to get watched by Canelo. I don't think his word is really worth that much.
Do you think she need a year?
No, she needs till January, February. That's the timeline. She needs 6 to 8 months. She said out of her own mouth that she's in shape. She can come back. She told me that I'm too small for her. I'm not skilled enough for her. She punched too hard. And if she comes to get me, I won't be able to keep her off me. So stand on that. Take this $15 million and come get your ass whipped.
Terence got to be Terence, bro. He's a real deep thinker. He processed fights like nobody else. And he's processed this Canelo fight. He's seen it. He went through it 2 or 3 times already. He knows how this ends. You can tell the way he shadow boxes. He visualizing Canelo being right there in front of him. You understand? Look at the movement. That's all you got to do. Look at the movement. And that's the type of master boxer that Canelo is going to be facing. And the only thing I say is Canelo hasn't faced an opponent like this in a long time. You know what I mean? I think Canelo's going to have to go back to the Caleb Plant fight and look that good, that active, that, you feel me, moving with that type of grace to beat Terence Crawford. Because weight ain't gonna make the difference. It ain't gonna be the weight. It's gonna be the skills.
So now the question lands in your corner. Do you believe Terence Bud Crawford has what it takes to dethrone the king of 168, Canelo Alvarez? Or will Canelo's raw power, granite chin, and size advantage prove insurmountable for Bud? Let us know your predictions in the comments. This is one clash the world won't forget.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more exciting videos, make sure to hit the bell icon and stay updated. Subscribe to Boxing Hub now for all the latest in boxing.